I don't even remember if I said that. Did I say that it was SSSVEDA? And that's why I was doing this? I don't think I said that this episode. What is up, my wonderful little pups, and welcome back to another episode of Spastic Social. In this episode, the talking point is, how do you use your talent every day? I am what you would call a multipotentialite. If you've never seen that TED Talk, I will have a link to it in the description. A TED Talk is, where people come together and talk about all walks of life, things they've learned in life. It was organized by someone who just wanted to get the world's leaders together. Like people who lead industries, people who invent, and people, just tons of different people come together and create this amazing meeting where you can just listen to stories and learn something and just get out of your own mind and learn something that you may have never even thought of before. Now, when I saw this multipotentialite video, I was fairly confused at first. It was a talk by Amy Schmittauer. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But she basically talks about how there are some people that just can't do one thing. And if you have a hard time deciding what it is you want to do in life, it's probably because you are a multipotentialite. You're most likely a type of person who likes to do a lot of different things. And her definition for the multipotentialite is the type of person who, sees something that they want to learn about, they go and they learn about it, and they get real into it, and they'll sink their teeth in and just get right at it for sometimes months. But then after a while, when they've learned all they need to learn about it, they just kind of don't have an interest in it anymore, and it falls off. And it takes a lot for a multipotentialite to stick with something. And all my life I've struggled with this. I went to some college. I think I have 7 or so classes under my belt, maybe a little more. And I got really good grades in all of them, but by the end of them, because I was doing them for a psychology major. I wanted to do psychology, but I didn't know what field. And eventually I thought I knew what field, but then I was like, well, maybe I want this one instead. Maybe I want to be a marriage counselor. And then other times I'd be like, well, maybe I should work in a school and help, coach children on life decisions and college and all that. But then I just kept falling off of it. And eventually I got into debt, and it was medical debt because of my heart. It's just one of those things where you feel like you are really into something, and something is really special to you. But then, when you get into it, and you've learned all you can learn about it, you get bored. And that's what happens to me all the time. This YouTube channel thing is kind of my attempt, not only to help others be happy, but also to help myself find something I can focus on. This YouTube channel is the one thing in my life that I have been able to focus on for longer than just a couple of months. Because most of the time, I dip into something, I learn everything I can learn about it in a couple months, and then I quit. And making YouTube videos has not done that. I'm still just as excited to put out a video today as I was about putting out a video my first time. The first 3 videos I ever put on my channel were Minecraft gaming videos with a couple of other people. I do not recommend you watch them because the audio is terrible. I was using a headset, a Razer Kraken headset. But today I wanted to talk to you about the multipotentialite thing because that's what I am. I don't have a specific talent, I have many talents, and in fact that makes my life really complicated. I also consider myself an incrementalist. I've been listening to the Audible version of this book because when I'm at work we're allowed to listen to music, and instead of spending time listening to music, I listen to audiobooks. Because I feel like that's the best use of my time. I hate wasting time. I hate going to work because I feel like I just would much rather be at home doing something productive with my time. The book is Making Ideas Happen by Scott Belsky. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The book is basically about getting into the mindset where you actually complete making your ideas happen. It kind of helped me realize where my focusing problems are, because I'm an incrementalist. There are 3 types of people. There is the dreamer, the doer, and the incrementalist. The dreamer can dream up 1,000 ideas and always have something they would like to work on, but they seem to never actually get around to doing it, because by the time they've come up with the idea and are about to execute it, they get distracted by yet another idea. The doer, however, is the person that can take ideas and make them happen, but not necessarily is the person that can come up with the ideas. In life, the dreamers and the doers make a very good pair. They work well together. The incrementalist, however, is a combination of both the dreamer and the doer. They can both pair with the incrementalist, because the incrementalist can be either the dreamer or the doer. I've been in a couple situations where someone has been the dreamer who have come up with all the ideas for something, and I'm the one that gets them done. I'm the one that figures out how to best execute it. I'm the one that gets the execution on the roll. I'm the one that just gets everything figured out. Other times, I'm the dreamer. I'm the one that comes up with the ideas, while the other person is the one that executes them. I've taken on both the roles of being a dreamer and a doer, and I'm the dreamer and the doer for myself with this YouTube channel. So, if you run a YouTube channel, if you're any of the SSSVEDA people that are here watching right now, did I say that it was SSSVEDA? And that's why I was doing this. I don't think I said that this episode. Anyway, this is an SSSVEDA video, if you don't know what that is. Amy Schmittauer, who runs the Savvy Sexy Social channel, is the one who created the challenge Vlog Every Day in April, Veda. And that's what this is about. If you run a YouTube channel, it is likely because you are a incrementalist. If you are a multipotentialite like I am, you might have a really hard time sticking to any one thing. But I bet you a YouTube channel is something you can stick to pretty well. And I think being a multipotentialite and being an incrementalist are hand in hand. That's just how it seems like it works in my brain. Because if you're a multipotentialite, you're one of those kinds of people where you want to do so many different things, and you'll have ideas, and you'll get into them, and you work at them, and work at them, and work at them until they're done, and then move on to the next thing. An incrementalist takes an idea, executes them, and completes them, and then takes another idea, executes them, completes them. And that's kind of what I figure is the same thing as a multipotentialite, but just in a different kind of way. That's that. Anyway, I guess that's what you could call my talent. I can draw, sort of. I've got a lot of artwork here, so I'm going to attempt to shove it all into one video. A doodle I did of a book cover that I think it was a book I read in high school. I don't know how well you can see that. It seems like it's focusing pretty easily. But yeah, she finds out that she's not immortal, that she's also part fairy, and that's why she has wings, and she tries to hide them throughout the book, because she wants to be normal. And that's pretty much what the book cover looks like. I doodled this when I was in high school, because I was bored. So yeah. This was actually a card that you could send people, a fantasy greeting card or something like that, and I doodled it. This was a doodle in high school where I just sat and drew all kinds of weird things, and the person sitting next to me snatched it from me, and he goes, "What is this?" And I said, "Doodles?" And he goes, "You got some weird things going on in your head." And I said, "Why?" And he goes, "Well, because you've got like war and death and friendship and all kinds of other stuff just all over the place on that paper." I think nothing of what I was putting on there. It was weird, yeah, but this was actually an art project. It was for my art class in high school, where we had to draw a horse as best we could, and that was my rendition. This was also for an art class in high school, because we had to draw a cat. And there's my kitty. This drawing was actually something that I did recently. I found a picture of an anime girl online and I drew it because I was bored. This is what boredom does to me. This was a drawing that I did in high school as well. I also wrote a poem for it. My channel is Spastic Wolfie. And one of the major reasons why my channel is named that is because I love wolves, and I hate the persecution that wolves go through when it comes to people hunting them down and killing them because they feel like they're a threat to society, when they're not. Wolves keep to themselves. Wolves will not attack a human unless the human threatens them first. If you corner a wolf, yeah, they're gonna try to fight you to get free. You can expect that, but there are no such thing as wolves attacking people just at random for no reason. There are such things as bear attacks and cougar attacks, but wolves don't do that often, unless maybe they have rabies. So, I don't know why people persecute them, but I drew this in high school because I felt very strongly about that, and there's a little poem that goes with it. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to read that, but if you want to, you can pause it and try. These are the only 2 original drawings that I have ever done. It was actually for a book that I was writing when I was in high school, and I never stuck with it. Multipotentialite happiness. So, there's that. He is a dragon. I named him Bloodra. His counterpart, his name is Chris Dice. He was also for the book. These are more anime drawings where I just looked up a picture of an anime character and drew them. If you haven't noticed already, I am only good at pencil drawings, and I'm only really good at copying drawings. I can't ever draw my own for some reason. But yeah. There's that. These are all probably from a certain thing, but I don't know what they are. This was my one and only attempt in life at drawing with colored pencil, and it is of one of my favorite games on console that I've ever played, called Bayonetta. I know it sucks. It's the best I could do. This is my one and only drawing in life of people, so don't laugh. But it's of me and my boyfriend a few years back when we first got together. Back when I had short hair. What'd you think? Is there a likeness? I don't know if there would be or not, but yeah. That was my best attempt. I'm not trying to say it was good. This was me drawing a harpy. I didn't date this, which is sad. This is me drawing a harpy from Yu-Gi-Oh! I did it recently. And this was just my goofy doodle at a Karibo. Also from Yu-Gi-Oh! And these 2 drawings are actually from a anime book series that I was reading for a while. And I love the series, and I hate that it dropped off the way it did. But this is Yuri Kim from Fairy's Landing. This is a manga I was reading. And this is Bast, also from the same series, Fairy's Landing. I need to get an actual art book for all my drawings, so when I get done with them, I can take them out with the little sketch diaries and stuff that they're in and properly store them in between film so that they stay preserved and they don't start fading and some such nonsense. So I guess I can say that if I do have a talent, it's being able to hand draw copy things, if that counts as a talent. If you're viewing this video, let me know what your talents are in the description. I would love to know. And if you have a YouTube video for Veda up, where you talk about the same subject in your Veda video, you can just comment below that you have your own Veda video, and then I can click on your name and check it out. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this episode, give that like button a lovable lick, bark at each other in the comments, paw at that subscribe button if you want to keep up with me and all the howling that I do, and please guys, bring others to come howl with us here on the channel. Our puppy pack needs to grow, and I need your help to do that. Thanks so much for watching. Keep humble and hungry, my pups. I'll howl at you next time. You think they would chase a stick?
No.
I think they might chase a stick. Roxy is rolling in the grass because she found a smell she wants on her body. This is why you stink when you come inside. You know that, right? Hey! Did you chase a stick? You want a stick? You want a stick? You want a stick? Do you even know what I'm holding right now? Fetch the stick.
He just went over there and smelled it.